Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VII Remake. So this is going to be the Bahamut video. Hopefully I did an okay job as far as talking about strategy, but one thing that you probably need, maybe not for sure, but there's kind of a way to cheese his Mega Flare, but you really want to have like Mana Ward active when that happens. I combined it with my Magnify Materia so that I could cast it on multiple characters all at once. So that, whether you are successful or not, I think depends on how you handle Mega Flare.
Then I invite you to ready your portable battle simulator.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so I just realized that after watching the video here, I just didn't do that great of a job, like kind of doing commentary as I went. So I'm gonna just kind of, I guess, try to speak over the top. Hopefully this works out well enough. But Bahamut really is just a pain. It helps to be set up though pretty well. I actually just used now I can't remember the name of the armor, but I think it's the Supreme Bangle or something like that. It's Supreme something. I'm pretty sure that's the one anyway. It's got just a little bit more physical defense. It's questionable though. I think maybe the other Bangles probably may have been better. And of course not. I think probably Rune Bangle is the one I'm thinking of. And those are the ones that actually have more magic defense. Mega Flare is the key to being successful in this fight, and I mean, also dodging or blocking things. But yeah, it's really going to make or break you as far as I should say Mega Flare is going to make or break you. Again, probably you want to have just magic defense on the armor instead of I guess instead of the physical. Though, Barrett does get slammed here constantly throughout the battle, with physical. But their Umbral Strikes, I don't know if that's blockable at all. It doesn't seem like it, but maybe I could have dodged it instead. I don't know that I really tried, and I never really thought about it. I kind of just ate the damage. But it is a lot. That hits very, very hard. So generally, I think that it's a good idea to have mana ward up. Yeah, it's expensive, unfortunately, but it does reduce a lot of damage. And probably at the very least, to survive Mega Flare, you probably need Mana Wall. I think it is. I can't remember now. The shield, basically the shield materia, which it's called something else now, isn't it? Barrier materia, something like that. But it's it's a physical shield, and then there's the magical shield, and then it's both. I think because Bahamut uses so many attacks, and they're not just like not physical and not just magic. I think it's actually really good to be casting that third spell, which again I could have swore it's called Mana Wall, but now I'm questioning myself. I've used it so little so far, but hopefully I'll see when Cloud, because I have it on Cloud right now, so he should be using it, and I'll check the names again on those abilities. But here he's got this like AOE. It's pretty obnoxious, but I don't know. There's not much you can do about it. And then here he does Umbral Fury is like eight physical attacks back to back, which I don't know. Don't do that much damage as long as you block them. But if you don't, then it's a bit of a problem. Here is like a knockback and then some damage as well. If you block the first like rolling, like barrel roll type dive thing he does on you, he'll do it again. So that kind of stinks. Here's Dive Bomb. This really hurts too. I didn't see. I didn't know. I don't know if there was a way to actually dodge that. It didn't seem like it because the AOE is so big and he tracks when you use it. But there, I did just blow Barret's limit break, and that made me immune to it. I actually thought that I had used that, and I think in my following video, it'll be the video after this. I think that I said that I cheesed Mega Flare with a limit break, but that's not right. I actually don't think you can. Yeah, I think what I thought about was Dive Bomb. But yeah, that actually was a pretty legit way to handle Dive Bomb. There may actually be other ways of doing this too. Like if you know Dive Bomb is coming, then you can swap to one of the other two characters and just do the same thing. Right before it's about to hit, then activate your limit break, which will make you immune to the damage. So that's kind of one cheesy little trick that you can do there. But again, like I said, mostly the battle and the real challenge, I think, is how you deal with Mega Flare. It probably isn't the worst idea ever to have your barrier materia with Magnify so that you can cast, on all three characters at once. On somebody, though, that... And I don't know who has the buff extension. Probably Barret. Barret's got one weapon that's got it, which, now that I'm thinking about it, probably isn't ideal for him to do it. Barret, you really want to have some, pretty specific, I think, weapons here and armor, because he's the one that I, used for the vast majority of the time here. So then you're probably relying on then maybe Tifa. I don't think Cloud, off the top of my head, I don't think Cloud's got a buff extension weapon, but also, though, it only extends the duration by 10%, which, I guess is, maybe it's, well, I should say, I did it without it, so it's not like you absolutely need to have that, but it can help. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty intense fight, and it's also a really expensive spell. So if you can get that on somebody that's got the buff extension, then I think that's smart. What else here? Carbuncle is another cheese summon for this battle. Carbuncle can probably save you if you time it out correctly. So what you could actually do is right before here I got wrecked. Yeah, I don't know if I think I just didn't have enough health when Mega Flare hit. But what you can do is right before Mega Flare is about to cast, you can summon Carbuncle, and then if you do get wiped, Carbuncle will actually just restore you, and it'll revive all three characters. So I should have done that. That would have been smarter. But what I did here, actually, I was kind of holding off or trying to wait for a different time to use it. But there came a point where, and it's right here, where I kept getting wiped, or I kept getting, or Barret kept dying, and I just couldn't, really recover effectively because of that. And so I think at some point here, yeah, it's brutal. But yeah, eventually here, I think I said, okay, fine, I'm just gonna summon, Carbuncle and get kind of back on track, because yeah, like I said, I started really kind of getting behind right here, and I was like, I was struggling to get back on track here with getting people topped back off. But actually here, this is looking okay. Now that I'm okay. Of course I say that, and then Barret basically gets pulverized, and here he gets I think he's gonna die here again. But yeah, again, it can be a little bit difficult to recover once that happens. You get a bad or an yeah. I mean, regardless, Mega Flare is just brutal, and so prepared or not, you're going to end up losing quite a bit of health. Here, yeah, I don't know that I really needed to blow my limit breaks right here, but I don't know, I kind of did it just for funsies. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I probably should have waited until he was staggered, because he's not far away. But there, Tifa got whacked, and then Barrett took a hit there as well. Yeah, here I think, yeah, this is where I was just like, okay, I'm,
Do your thing.
you know, struggling to get back on track, and so it's time to get this fuzzy little critter out. It looks like as long as you're close enough to Bahamut, it looks like the AoE doesn't hit. No, I'm sorry, that's not true. I'm just watching it now. So yeah, watching the damage tick on the characters. It's pretty minor, but yeah. So anyways, also, you know, as far as like materia setups, Barrett, you know, as much HP as you can go. I've got, yeah, what is it, 7.5k? Oh my god, I almost just got wrecked there too. 7.5k. Prey is huge. You know, it stinks that it costs 2 segments, but it's a free heal and it hits everybody. It's really, really good. Chakra is also really, really good when, you know, let's just say that you get really low. You know, obviously as the lower you are as far as health goes, the more chakra is going to do for you. There's the stagger. It really honestly wasn't that great of a time to get him staggered. I just really wasn't ready to capitalize on that. But I did use, it looks like that was Barrett's, yeah, it's Barrett's. So yeah, I got a lot of really good damage actually on him. I guess I brought that up to 190%.
Halfway.
I don't think I don't even think I hit him with a brave or anything like that. So yeah, just not that great of a job, I think, on capitalizing on that stagger, but that's kind of how it goes. Wow, that is really funny. I'm just watching Cloud go flying. Haste. Haste isn't bad. I think, you know, actually it's probably really good. Now that I think about it, especially on Barrett here. I think for the other 2 characters, it's probably not as important, but you know, Barrett is just, it's so intense because he needs to keep himself buffed up. With like, well, and I should have used this sooner too, and I didn't notice it until later, but Steel Skin is really, really good, and I should have been using that more often. But yeah, so anyways, you know, Barrett needs to be using abilities just constantly, and so having haste on him actually does make a lot of sense. Also, you know, trying to keep your MP up. I think I blew like a turbo ether or 2 in the fight, which, you know, fine. I mean, I've got plenty of them, so that wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, you know, making sure that you know, Cloud doesn't get too low, or whoever you have casting your barrier doesn't get too low to the point where you're not able to cast that. His breath, which I've missed the exact name of that. I apologize, but that breath attack you want to be defending because. I believe, well, and I don't know if I was just getting lucky with Barrett, but I do have, I believe I've got warding equipped with, I think is it binding, which makes him less likely to be hit with silence, and that breath attack does use, you know, a silence, and so, you know, that would be not entirely devastating for Barrett because I'm mostly using Prey and not actually really casting with him that much, but it actually is more of a problem to get hit with that on somebody like Cloud, especially because I've got him casting my barrier. So you just gotta really be careful with that breath attack. But I think I might cut the commentary. I think I pick it up at the end too here, but I think I've really gone over the majority of the mechanics. There is flare breath. That's the one that'll silence you. But yeah. So, anyways, you know, if you're struggling, I would say, yeah. I mean, really, the strategy is prayer. Get yourself mana ward for when he uses Mega Flare. And really it's just, you know, timing. Honestly, I actually don't think this was the hardest battle that I've done. I've struggled a lot more with some of the other ones. Though also I should say, you know, at this point specifically, I did level all the way up to 50, and also I had you know, well, because I was 50, the weapons abilities that I've got are almost as good as they can get. Also, I guess I did forget about this last mechanic here. It does look like Bahamut at a certain point, I don't know what this is HP wise, because I don't think he was using this earlier. But it does look like at some point he either casts, I think that's stop. And so yeah, Umbral Gaze, there it is. I don't know if but I don't know if that's what that is. I don't know if that's stop or if that's something else. But either way, I believe I used just remedies to get rid of that. That's pretty devastating. Not being able to control my tank / healer is that doesn't work out. So. Again, just keep in mind also that he'll start using that as well. I don't know if there was there may be an accessory that you can use to deal with that, but I don't know if that's maybe the protective boots. I don't know if but again, I don't know if that's actually like, my guess is it's stop, but I don't know if the protective boots prevent that. Maybe they do. But either way, that probably, you know, if there is a way to do that other than, again, like it would be like warding combined with time. Again, if it's stop, then maybe you could get around it with that. But otherwise, yeah, that can be pretty devastating. So here comes another dive bomb. I didn't have really anything. Yeah, cheesy. I didn't have my limit break quite yet, so that I could kind of cheese that, but. Alright, so he's down to 1. Mana Wall, that's the name of the ability that's both, you know, physical and magic. Yeah, I guess damage resistance. Or it cuts magic and physical by half. There, if you notice, because it's combined with Magnify, it hit everybody. I also think there might be a range component to that. I don't know if that's 100%. Yeah, I think that's the case. So, like, you know, if you're going to do that, you want to have all 3 of the characters kind of close together. Oftentimes with Barret, I'm really, really far away from the other 2 characters. And, you know, if you don't time it out, well, I should say, if you're trying to use it and Barret's too far away, it'll only hit Barret, and it won't, you know, give the other 2 that mana wall. So be mindful of that as well. As I say, you know, do as I say, not as I do. Let me just, I'm gonna watch this last Mega Flare here and just see if okay. So here Barret's at 5.6k. I blow his limit break. I think that wasted it. Yeah, because there I took the damage, so it's not like I was immune, and I didn't see that limit break actually deal any damage to Bahamut. So again, I think it's the next video there where I claim incorrectly that I was able to cheese Mega Flare, but that's not the case. Yeah, it just it looks like it wasted the limit break because it certainly didn't make me immune to the damage, but. Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be about it. I mean, there's nothing else to the fight. I've basically, you know, I've done all, or you know, all of the mechanics are probably maybe obvious at this point, but yeah, it's a slog. It took a long time. What was it, like 23 minutes or something like that? And this is on normal, so I'm a little concerned because my understanding is there's a hard mode, so I don't know what's gonna change, but. A little concerned about that. So, all right, I'm going to cut this here, but I should say I'm going to cut my commentary here. But I think there might be a little bit at the end. But anyways, that's basically it.
got this.
Jesus.
It's on you.
I'm still kicking.
My turn. Deal with that.
Okay, let's go. This'll help. It's on you.
All right, watch and learn. Always did like a challenge. Ain't done yet.
Getting there. Take a little breather here.
Suck on this. Want some more?
Come on.
Suck on this.
Into the dive bomb.
Not good enough.
Good enough at all.
Suck on this.
Gonna sting.
I got this. All right.
Got it. Whew, that was something.
Now that was a battle.
That was a
What
battle.
an impressive feat to hold your own against one of the most exalted summons known to man. Together with the legendary Bahamut, I have every confidence you can expunge Shinra from existence. Such bravery. Incredible. I cannot thank you enough for helping me complete all of my reports. I had calculated a near 0% chance of success, but you defied the odds, and in record time at that.
Guess that's it for our arrangement. So, what's next for you?
Materia research was but one of my pursuits, one which pales in importance to my desire to destroy Shinra. That's what I'll be devoting my time to next. I hope I can count on your assistance in this endeavor as well.
All right. That was that.
We'll be here if you
Let's.
require anything else. At all times, I am remotely analyzing your combat data and monitoring your progress.
Let's put that on Tifa. And then I'm going to reset probably some of my materia between battles here, or between videos. But I am going to cut this one here. That was a very, very long battle. So as always, hope the guide was helpful and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.